Hello everybody, I thought I would pop on really quickly and do a 3-card pull for this new moon. I know we're just about a day into the new moon, but there's still a lot of great energy that we can take a look at with respect to setting intentions, planting new seeds, and also just seeing what this first new moon of the new year has in store for us. So in the spirit of brevity and fluidity, which I kind of like to have in these impromptu readings, let's just get to it. Let me make sure I've got everything set up here, and we do. All right. So let's take a look and see past, present, and future influences in this moment in time. Be using the Lunar deck appropriately for this since we're looking at the moon. All right. So beautiful energies, actually. In the past, the Magician, all about manifestation. In the present here, we have Four of Pentacles energy, needing and wanting to let go of something, but perhaps being challenged with that. And then we actually see the promise of movement here in the future. All of these are great. Let's take it a card at a time. So first things first, many of you have done the homework. The Magician card coming through in the past is representing the ability to manifest, but I kind of like the way she is trying to open up to the possibilities. And sometimes we disbelieve or take into sort of question our ability to make something happen. Don't question your abilities. You have what it takes to manifest, but what is required in this moment in time is focus. And sometimes it's easy to get distracted by the noise in your life, whether it's people, naysayers saying you can't do it, whether it's other things that you're getting busy with, so maybe you're overextended. A magician is great, but he or she can overextend themselves if they're not careful. Or again, just not believing that it's possible. When we were looking at the collective reading a little bit earlier, I think I put it in one of my slides. It's something that I say a lot, but it's important. Believing leads to the manifestation. Believing is seeing. If you focus solely on what's obvious or in front of you, you're going to miss a lot. And so much when it comes to astrophysics, metaphysics, anything that's sort of like beyond the obvious, we have to kind of reach and ask deeper questions. So trust that there can be more than meets the eye, and trust that your dreams can come true, and then show up and do the work. If you look at my 1-card pull, I'm going to tie this to what I just did for tomorrow, for Monday. It's the King of Swords. In the King of Swords that I pulled, there was past, present, and future energy. He had a sword, he had a wand in the fire, and he also had a book representing basically staying accountable to goals, to dreams, and to promises. So this magician is also connecting with that King of Swords, saying, how are you showing up with all of this? And what are we going to do to make something happen? Okay? Beautiful energy, beautiful card. Let's now move from the past to the present. This is where we're at right now, and this is what's standing between using your sort of powers of manifestation and moving something forward, and sort of like this could be a block if you're not careful. So I want to help you with this particular energy right now. So we have the Four of Pentacles, and I'm going to turn the card in the upright position so we can see the beautiful illustration. We see her holding on to something, and this is very typical of the Rider-Waite-Smith illustration. Typically, your feet planted on 2 of the coins, 1 coin in front of your heart, 1 above your head. The 1 above your head represents the fact that you're focusing so much on the limits, on what isn't there. I just read this card 2 days ago, that sometimes you miss what is there. Or, again, focusing on only the obvious, only the facts, only the bottom line, not what it is that really you showed up to do in the first place, which is maybe to develop or expand or explore. I don't mind that we have grounded energy there, but there has to be sort of, again, the expansion. She's asking you to go beyond what you can see. Do you believe? Do you trust? Do you have faith? If you do, things can go further. Otherwise, we're holding on to old systems, beliefs, and things that no longer serve their higher purpose. This could be a person in your life, it could be a relationship, it could be a job, it could be holding on to a version or vision of yourself that you know you've long since outgrown. Okay? So it's basically time to shed a skin. Something has served its purpose, but you're still holding on. The good news here as we go into the future, let me do the full desk here, is that we have the Six of Swords, which basically represents movement towards the eventual path here. But there's a couple things we want to talk about with the Six of Swords. Just like the Four of Pentacles, it was reversed. And this is an interesting Six of Swords because no one else is in the ship. Typically in the Six of Swords, we see three people, at least two. Usually someone steering the ship, and then a passenger, and sometimes a second passenger or a ghost. With this, you're basically moving forward, and it's kind of like you're calling your own bluff and willing to do that if people aren't ready to follow suit. So you're saying, I believe enough in whatever this new vision, this new seed is, and I'll pull an extra bonus card and then we'll wrap this up. I want to keep it short. But basically you're saying, I believe in myself, or I believe in this vision enough that if you're not ready or willing to come along, I have to move forward. And it can be difficult to do that. A parting of the ways for some of you. For some of you, it's just embarking on a journey. This is like the first day of school, or like showing up at the airport with with basically all of your papers in order, saying, let's do this, your ticket. So you have butterflies before you embark on a trip. Am I going to make it on time? Will there be delays? Is there going to be turbulence? But it's also really exciting. And I think if you can focus on the creative energy and the exploration energy that's part of the Six of Swords, it could be really good. Now, the Six of Swords is one of 3 or 4 death cards. And I don't say that to sort of like, it's basically just release. So 4 of Swords is the most peaceful of all of them. 6 of Swords requires movement on your part. Death is usually, it's coming right to you. And Judgment is you're kind of moving into the next thing already. So the 6 of Swords is basically saying, it's clear that there's something that needs to shift. What are you going to do to facilitate it? It can't happen on its own. And so a dream, a vision, something that's bothering you, it requires action on your part. So taking action right now is highly favorable, okay? We're going to pull one more card to help you with the 4 of Pentacles and the 6 of Swords. So how can you release something? How can you take action? And that's it, folks. You want shorter readings, and I also want to have something that's digestible. And I've worked a lot today, so we're going to keep it short, but I wanted to keep my promise of showing up and giving you a brief lunar reading. Sometimes we'll just do short check-ins like this. And I'm tying it to the daily card pull too, so this is a complimentary reading as well. All right, so one more to help you take the action, because we want to see where can you plant a seed. All right, Knight of Cups, great card to come through. So what is it that inspires you? Where is your passion? That is where the action should be. It seems obvious, but it's really giving you permission. It's not so obvious for some of you because there could be people in your life that deny your joy or judge what brings you pleasure or happiness. So this is an acknowledgement that it's time to move towards a path where you feel fulfillment, happiness, and joy. This is also saying for many of you, it's good to move towards a point in your life where maybe relationships or creativity is taking center stage. I don't focus on love, but this is definitely a love-related card. There could be someone moving towards you in your life and you want to explore that as well. So whether a creative or a passionate endeavor, or whether it's something that brings joy or happiness to you, also nicely connected to my King of Swords, one card pull, watch it after I'm done with this. I mentioned that he has 2 aces in that card. The log and the fire, which is passion, it's going to light the future for him, and the Ace of Swords, which he's holding, which is basically going to help him communicate or take action upon the dream, the passion. So you need both. You're going to basically be taking 2 aces forward in this new moon if we pull together that card as well. And your heart, your passion, your joy is also going to be what helps you move this ship forward, right? Because all the water behind him, it's going to go a lot faster if he feels happy. So, if I could give one piece of advice to students that are going to set their goals for their career, don't take on a course of study that you're not going to like because you're going to work a long time doing that. You might as well work at something that you're passionate about. Ultimately, you probably will prove parents and society wrong if they lack faith in you, because your passion, diligence, and hard work and innovation is going to make you more successful than if you went on a path that someone else predetermined was right for you, but this told you it wasn't. This is true of adults. Let's say you've been doing something for a while and it just doesn't feel right. It just doesn't fit. This is your compass. Whether you're 18, 38, 88, 108, it's the same thing. You have to live your life for yourself. Not in a selfish way, but you came to this planet to learn and to expand. And to give it all up solely to please someone, that's conditional love. They should have unconditional love for you and vice versa. So I'm really pushing all of us in this new moon, it's a collective reading here, to do something that the heart feels is right. And that is going to be the most important thing. So to wrap it up for today, again, you have done the work and you have the capacity to create. Many of you are holding on to something longer than you need to. And there's already movement, there's already activity, something coming towards you, or there's a few steps and you need to catch up here. Your heart will lead you in the right direction. Trust it right now. I do see new love coming in for some of you in the new moon. I do see new creative ventures coming in as well. And I do see happiness because the night is upright. The night does what's right. So this is a chance to rectify, to shift, and to move something in the right direction. And that, my friends, was our impromptu mini read. My name is Nicholas Ashbaugh. If you like what you see here, hit subscribe, hit like, hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on these little impromptus. Take a look at me on social media as well. I put all of my one-card readings there. Thank you in advance for anybody that gave a super chat or super sticker. I do appreciate it. It's a pleasure to have all of you here with me today. And take a look at the main channel page for all of the monthly readings. I just did a collective for this week as well, and just good to have all of you here. I'm not going to go through all of the super chats and super stickers because I want to keep this shorter. I am listening to feedback, so this will be nice for those of you that watch it on replay. Just a quick temperature check of what's going on. I appreciate your presence and your support, and if you like this and you want more short reads like this, I can definitely hop on from time to time and do them. All right. Have a great night, everybody. Have a great new moon. And I'll see you again tomorrow, probably a little later since I did so much today. I did 3 readings. So probably in the 10 o'clock hour, 10 to 10:30 or 10:45. So for the next reading. All right. Take care of yourselves. Have a good one. Bye-bye.